Guys, welcome back. We're doing another brew day today. So I've currently got the mash going, but before we dive into what I'm actually brewing up, I've got a couple of new products to share with you. Well, one's new to me and the other one will hopefully be new to you guys as well. So first up, I've bought myself another 9.5 litre corny keg. So as you guys know, I mainly do half batches, but I've only had the one keg up until now, which has been great, but I really wanted to have a couple of beers available on tap, hence another purchase of one of these. So thank you to Tiffany from Hauraki Home Brew for organising for me to be able to pick up my keg at short notice. So yeah, there it is there. So we'll definitely be transferring the new beer into there. And speaking of the new beer, the second new product, which is definitely new to me and pretty sure it'll be new to you guys, you may have heard the name already. It's a new hop variety grown here in New Zealand. It's been grown between New Zealand hops and plant and food research, called Superdelic. Just released for 2023, so very excited to get my hands on this. I've tried it in a couple of commercial brews and it was really good. It's described as being a super juicy hop. They're hoping that it will be as iconic as the Nelson Sauvin. You know, you associate Nelson Sauvin hops with New Zealand, and they're hoping this one will do the same thing. So yeah, described as sort of candy, lolly, red berry, tropical fruit, and also an underlying citrus character to it. So a real sort of cross section of sort of juicy flavors there and aromas. So yeah, really excited to use this. Hopefully I can get all those characters to come through in the final beer. So fingers crossed. If you got any questions, yeah, just sing out. I'll put some info in the video description, a link to a little bit more about the hop. So yeah, there might be one for you guys to keep an eye out for, because I'm sure this will end up getting exported around the world. So yeah, doing the mash at the moment, mashing at 67 degrees, so very simple recipe. Going to be fermenting with US-05. So yeah, that's basically it at this stage. So we'll, as per normal with my videos, I'll just do a couple of quick clips at each of the different stages, and then we'll come back and do a wrap up with the hydro sample. Okay, so I completely forgot to film the sparge, so no big loss. So yeah, pulled the grain bag out, sparge with 76 degrees Celsius water. So we have just started the boil here. So because of the size of my urn, as per normal, just a 30-minute boil. So we will come back once we start the hop additions. While we're waiting for the boil to do its thing, I thought we'd better have some sustenance here. So got myself this donut from across the road at the supermarket. Can't remember the flavour, but it looks like it's got some sort of caramel sauce on top. Okay, we'll go in for a bite, see what it's like. Very nice. Cheers, guys. Okay, so we've come to the end of the boil, so we'll turn the boiler off. So I'm actually going to do my first hop addition now. So end of boil, we've put in 25 grams of the Superdelic, so I've got 100 grams in total to use up in my half batch. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to put the 25 grams in now, post boil. That'll give me my bitterness, so I'm going to leave that in there for 12 minutes, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the temperature down to 80 degrees Celsius, and then I'm going to put in, I haven't quite decided whether to put in all of the rest of the Superdelic, so that'd be 75 grams for a hop stand, or whether I'll split some between a hop stand and a dry hop. Still having a little bit of a think, so Stay tuned, I'll come back shortly and let you know what I decided. Okay, so I've done the 12 minutes with the 25 grams to get the bitterness, as I mentioned before. So I've liquored back slightly to cool the wort to below 80. So what I've decided to do is we'll put 50 grams in for a 15-minute hop stand. And then we'll save the remaining 25 grams for a dry hop. Was sort of tossing up whether to do the whole 75 grams now, but I think because it's a new hop, we'll save some for the dry hop as well. So yeah, good as gold. So yeah, 15-minute hop stand, and we'll be back. Forgot to mention when I was putting the hops into the boiler how really good they smell. You can tell they're super fresh. Smell really good. Quite addictive, sticking the old nose in and having a bit of a sniff or two. So yeah, smell great. So that's a good sign. Okay, so the hop stand has finished, the 15-minute hop stand, and I'm just transferring everything through the hop spider into the fermenter. And we'll grab a hydro sample in a second, and then we'll be back. Hey guys, so the brew day is done and dusted. I'm just about to pitch the yeast, just waiting for it to drop another couple of degrees before I do that in temperature. And here is the hydro sample. First up, big apologies. At the beginning of the video I talked about the hops, but I didn't talk about the beer itself or the recipe. Hopefully by now I did put something up on the screen, but yes, so it's a Superdelic XPA, approximately 80% Pilsner Malt and 20% Wheat Malt, so a very simple malt base, just to try and let the Superdelic hops shine through. Yeah, so the hydro sample here came out at 1043, so US05 for me normally gets down to about 1010, so that should give me 4.3% ABV for a nice sort of semi-sessionable, hopefully nice hoppy, easy drinker. So speaking of that, we will go in for a taste test, check out the bitterness, etc. So yeah, first up, nice little hit of bitterness, around that 30-ish IBUs, maybe a little more in the taste. But also I'm picking up already some really nice flavours from the hops. Don't normally get a huge amount out of the hydro sample because it's got hop debris and everything floating around, but it does taste really promising, tastes quite fresh. So yeah, hoping I get all those hop characters I explained earlier on coming through. But thanks for watching guys. If you got any questions on the hops or the recipe or anything else, just sing out. I'll put all the details below. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Drink good beer, and we will catch you next time. Cheers guys, over and out.